And of course, check out www.ethereal.com. Magnetic Muscle is coming soon. I know I've been saying it for a while, but like I said, everything has to be lined up and has to be linear. You better believe I want magnetic muscle available in cryptocurrency. And all these things are just coming around. So as we approach the deadline for that, you know what I mean? We're going to have other things available. And I want people to be able to buy these t-shirts with crypto as well as the album if they choose to. I'm all about supporting the crypto space, and also I probably will be giving away a T-shirt or two to anybody that wants one, anybody that supports me. You know what I mean. I appreciate it all, and just let me know, and or I'll start posting maybe some type of little thing where I can give away a T-shirt to somebody for free and just ship it right to them. So definitely check out the website www.ethereal.com. We have books for sale, or at least one book. We have information, which is the most valuable thing to me, and I feel in the whole universe, is somebody sharing their information, which is to me is sharing their love and what they have stored inside of them with you. And we have a lot of information available on ethereal.com. We have some songs in the intro, and definitely check out their website, man. So peace. What up? This is Ethereal TV with your host Doc Blake, bringing to you the 17th episode of The Last Piece to the Puzzle. The motto for me is silver, gold, and cryptos equals freedom, because they are decentralized assets. And I think that that will play a role in the future bigger than what anybody can imagine. Maybe, possibly, we all hope so, that's involved in the crypto space. But yeah, let me get my brewski out the way. And we have the price action for you today. Currently, we have Bitcoin at $9,212.07. Litecoin is at $44.55. Ethereum is at $208.96. Gold is at $1,746.55. And silver is at $17.35. So, everything's kind of still hanging around the same place. I mean, Bitcoin got pushed down a little bit to the 9,100 level, 9,200 level. Not too bad. I mean, we've all seen Bitcoin go down, what, like 30, 40, 50% in one day. I mean, that whole China dump was just like insane. China pump, stash, and then dump, crazy dump right after. So, gold and silver, everything's just trying to break through all the hard assets that I've been telling people to keep their savings in. I don't look at these things as an investment. I look at these things as a savings that will save your ass from the tyrants that are trying to control the planet. And that will lead me into another topic of what I want to speak about today, and why this video is called Take Back Control of Your Currency, which goes into a really deep concept of electricity and your actual current. You actually have an electrical current. But we're going to get into that later, because right now I want to talk about Theta and the big things that Theta is doing. And I don't know if y'all saw, but Theta just is up 30%, over 30% in the last week or like 3 days. And they made a big announcement. But I want to also give an introduction to Theta and people who don't know what Theta is, because luckily I got in at a good time with Theta. I got the word down that came down the vine, and yeah, I got Theta early, and everybody who got Theta earlier is kind of happy that we own Theta right now, because they're about to release their mainnet 2.0 in about 4 days, I think. I've been checking out Theta TV. I look forward to streaming on Theta TV as well as D Live TV, but Theta is the word I want to talk about today. So let's get into it. What is Theta Token? Theta is a decentralized video delivery network with its own blockchain, designed for incentivizing the sharing of bandwidth. Currently, video delivery networks suffer from poor reach to less developed countries, a high cost setup, and a centralized makeup. So, that's just a little thing I put up off of Google, and then I also put up an article by the analysis team. It says, what is Theta Network? Introduction to Theta and Theta Fuel tokens. Uh, What is the Theta Network? Theta Network is a blockchain based content delivery platform that enables high bandwidth content delivery using decentralized technology. The current mainnet supports Samsung VR, Sliver TV, and MBN, Korea's largest business news outlet. In fact, the Theta Labs founding team also runs Sliver TV or Sliver.tv in hopes to disrupt streaming video. Theta and Theta Fuel are proprietary cryptocurrency tokens used by the platform. So that's basically the token that the platform uses. And most blockchain projects focus on data storage, but video streaming platforms like Netflix and Hulu need more than just drive space. Transfer speeds and bandwidth are keys for these services. As 140 million people simultaneously accessing thousands of files can burden a server, video quality of 4K can take up to 48 Mbps, and high quality VR resolution of 16K can take up to 768 Mbps. Needless to say, we're going to need a better internet. And that's what this is trying to do. I don't know if you've ever seen like buffering on your phone when a video is loading, but what it comes down to is most people on the internet are streaming videos, and that causes for something that they call bottlenecking. And these things, along with things like BitTorrent, are like technologies that kind of fight against it, where people are sharing their extra bandwidth with other people that don't have as good as of a connection. And I look at that as a genius and brilliant thing, because it's I look at the internet as information, and this is allowing people to have access to a greater amount of information that the world has to provide. So that's a big deal to somebody like me, at least. I think you're really helping people by supporting technology like this, because we have it good in America as far as we know, but other countries, they don't have the access that we have to things. And this provides them a way, a gateway, a door to have access to those things. So I look at that as a really a neat type of technology, and I think it's going to change the world as well as, and it's tied to a blockchain. Y'all know I just love blockchain and cryptocurrencies, man. So these companies are really doing big things, and they're working on a decentralized platform, which is just music to my ears, because I've been censored by big uh, corporations and things like that throughout my history of being on social media. So I know what it feels like, and I don't care if anyone believes me. I know for a fact. And other people, it's funny, a lot of people are talking about it now on YouTube. Their YouTube videos are getting censored, and it's just a big role, and these decentralized networks are coming about, and it's really beautiful to see. And then the article says, think about February 4th, 2018, when Netflix surprised the world by simultaneously announcing they're releasing Cloverfield Paradox after the Super Bowl. Such a stunt could easily have DOD SED, which is the company's server, and shut them down, which is like basically when too many people are flowing in trying to view content, and it just completely shuts the server down. That's what DODSD or DOSED it stands for, or whatever. What it's talking about is basically too many people flowing in and causing the server to go down, and shut them down if they weren't prepared. But they were prepared, and the Theta Sliver aren't trying to compete with either Netflix or the Super Bowl. They're supporting an industry that's competing with both esports. So as you see, Theta is going to be doing everything from esports to people having their own broadcast to TV stations, and like trying to be its own like Netflix slash everything, YouTube, Netflix. And it's just really interesting and neat to see, especially for the people that have been paying attention to it and knew about it early, and they sealed some really big deals. Theta sneak preview: pre-installed Theta.tv coming soon to Samsung Daily on millions of Galaxy mobile devices. So Samsung and Theta have just collabed, and y'all know how many people use Samsung phones. That's huge. That's mega. That's most people are on their phones or on a laptop, and a lot of those devices are Samsung. So you see why over the last couple of days Theta has pumped like 30-40% in a short matter of time. And you know for the people that knew about it, they made out, but it's not too late. This technology is just getting started. So I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, but I think that I also run a Theta Guardian node on my computer, which is I'm mining Theta right on my computer, and I'm in the process of working on something. But let's just say the laptop that I use right now is, it's pretty basic, and I still am able to mine Theta, so that's pretty cool. And I'm earning Theta fuel by just allowing my bandwidth to be shared when people need it or whenever it's available, because it's just that's how the technology works. So yep. And then the article also says Theta.tv esports streaming content will soon be available in the Samsung Daily platform, pre-installed in every flagship Galaxy S20 phone shipped in the US. Theta.tv plus Samsung Daily. Wow. So the phone shipped in the US will have Theta.tv. Plus Samsung Daily will also be upgraded to all existing Galaxy S10, S9, and Note 10, Note 9 devices, reaching a total global installed base of more than 75 million devices. So, man, this is something that you want to be up on early. I mean, these things you want to be up on early, because blockchain in general is just the new wave of technology, and Bitcoin is just not the end of it. This realm is infinite in existence. It's infinite in information. It's just like going to be the internet. The internet is actually it became an infinite source as electricity and things like that. Where it's just infinite capabilities of routing these things, and that's what we're seeing right now, and that's what most people are using right now, especially in life after COVID or life during COVID. So Theta.tv, the next generation esports video platform powered by Theta blockchain, will soon be featured as one of the limited number of content providers available in the Samsung Daily app, alongside YouTube, Netflix, and other top streaming services. With 24/7 live esports, live World Poker Tour tournaments, and blockchain conferences like Consensus and Crypto Asia Summit, Theta.tv promises to be a highly engaging part of the Samsung Daily platform. So there you have it. You know what I mean? Like, Samsung is all in right now, and it's really a good thing for people who know about it and already been into it. And I suggest it's not too late. These things are just getting started. Like, if anybody who watches this video, like, this is very early. I was early into Theta, and I actually got to witness and be a part of the 30-45% pump within these last couple of days with the Samsung announcement. But people were talking about that, 6-9 months ago, at least for me, when I first heard about it and first knew about it. Now, within these last 3 weeks, I just started my Guardian node on my laptop. But other than that, yeah, like, this was a beautiful experience for me so far in the USD terms. And I'm not trying to base everything off the USD, but it's always nice when you live in the United States or you use the US dollar and you see a nice pump on your return asset. And this is another way of me saving. I like to save my money in Theta. I like to save my money in Theta fuel. I like to save my money in the currencies that I choose, which takes me into the next part of my video, which is something that I wrote. It's breakdown time. It's time for you to take back control of your currency. Silver and gold are the best conductors of electrical currents and was the original USD. What happens when you put a false currency in place of what you choose to exchange your currents with? Someone else controls your electrical current. Your body is a living, breathing electrical current. There's very specific reasons that silver and gold were brought to messiahs such as Jesus Christ, and these things are still exchanged by people in the world today as the best and some of the best and greatest gifts. It has something to do with the human electrical current. So never let someone else control your currency, especially corrupt government. This was the downfall of the USA when they chose to replace the solidified currency that people had to do proof of work, just like Bitcoin to get. I mean, miners had to go out and mine for gold, mine for silver, even mine for things like copper and zinc. But when you can create this value, this thing, and you call value out of thin air, it's very detrimental to the world. And this is a message to all the global governments, everybody who is trying to control people with this false sense of control and making people do things because you have this infinite power source of currency that you can just print and print and print. No, it's time for people to take back control of their own electrical currents, choose what they want to put their electrical currents into. And if you choose that you want to put your electrical currents into the USD, that's on you. But don't let anyone control your currency and say that this is what you must use. And this is my message to the blockchain, Bitcoin, and crypto space. And I have to do a better job at this myself because I also am not a part of what I'm about to say, which is we have to have products available with the purchase of Bitcoin. You have to offer something that people can spend their Bitcoin on. This will cause us to, or not just Bitcoin, any cryptocurrency. And you will see that this will push the real price discovery in the world instead of all the market manipulation that we just see right now. We have to demand control of our currency, and it's time for that we take control of our electrical currents, which comes down to your emotion, which is based on why the left and the right can pull people in certain directions, which is why people get emotional over politics, because they use the electrical poles in your own being, the north and south pole magnets, to polarize you one way or the other. And this is what my next album, Magnetic Muscle, is actually, the concept is based on, is having that strong magnetic muscle where you're able to withstand the pulls of the world and able to be you and the greatest version of you in the world without the pull of others trying to get you to go in one direction or the other without your consent. And this comes down to the currency that we even choose to use. Your body and your electrical current mingles with things like gold and silver. You're supposed to be having these things. It was normal for human beings to have these things. But these big corporations, these governments, they want to take all the real wealth and leave you with something that you can't even mingle with. An old funky crispy dollar that smells like butt cheeks. I mean, like, that's just real talk. And I don't know, I can't put it any nicer, but that's what I see. So it's time for people to take back control of the currency, and we will see that will lead to the freedom of the people on planet Earth. This is Crypto World, baby. Let's get with it. This is your boy Dot Blake with the last piece to the puzzle. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.